Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Utah State Aggies and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Coming out with it, it's Woods. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big gain.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand it to the back. Got him right there.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25.
Here we go, ready, go!
On the ground, it's Hobbs. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. From the gun. Enough to move the chains. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Cougars have their offense in high gear. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Mack. Mack's got it on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory.
Kill. 776 captain. 776 captain.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Mack. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Utah State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
I mean, does the start get any better for this defense? You force a third down, passing situation, great pass defense. Not only that, break on the football, make the interception, and take it all the way back to the house. The tone has been set in this ball game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Woods. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Comes down, it's Beverly.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Austin Mack. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quick give. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bowley. Here comes the heat. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Mack. Rushes on. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And is slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Wormley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Boley. Holds on, it's Johnson. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The run inside. It's Wormley. He's past the sticks. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the right. Dangerous throw on that one.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wormley. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Boley. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Cougars. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Boley. Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. This is a designed run. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Mack can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There's some daylight. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They give it back to him. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to pass, it's Bowley. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Turns up, it's Beverly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. Got an alley. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Washington State will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Straight ahead, it's Wormley. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Long way to go on second down. Driving forward, it's Hobbs. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Handoff again. Might have a chance. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And the Cougars trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the move. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go. Ready.
Austin Mack lets it fly. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, it's Wormley. He's loose at the 15. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. All the way down inside the 15, but we see a marker on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's a give to Washington. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And that penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. On the ground with the counter. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Sooners looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Got enough for the first down. At the 45 on his way. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10 threatening just outside the red zone. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen them. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now 1st and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Right side, it's Wormley. Touchdown, Aggies! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Woods. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing. He's going to fire deep. He's got it. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Setting up the screen. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Looking downfield, it's Boley. With the catch, it's Haynes. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Drops back on 1st down. Lets it fly. Out wide right, it's Wormley. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Stepping to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Snags it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll try to run it with Washington. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to power it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Looking to get it in. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Throwing, Mack. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they must take care of the football. Backs against the wall, and they'll let it fly again. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Mack. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Uh-oh, look out. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand. And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with the stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Hits inside. It's Wormley. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Moving the pocket, it's Boley. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The corners are walked up tight. Running inside. It's Wormley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Sets his feet. It's Boley. Right side, it's Wormley. They run it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now they're up by 9 in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
The give to the back. He's dropped. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and long right here. Looking for a man. It's Bowley. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Wormley. There's it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game.
Ready. Flag 14. Go.
He's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers. Find the space. Find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for space, it's Hobbs. Breaks into the open. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Utah State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll ride him again. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.